Zenith has launched some pretty powerful models over the past years, and one of the brightest stars is undoubtedly the award-winning Chronomaster Sport. It was introduced in 2021 in full steel and in rose gold with a strap. Both models feature the black ceramic bezel and the signature tricolour subdials and black and white dials. In 2022, Zenith expanded the range with new versions. One boutique edition in steel with a tricolour ceramic bezel to match the subdials, and one in two-tone steel and gold, and also a few full gold versions. For 2023 this year, the Chronomaster Sport range expands again with full steel versions that create a substantially different look. We are meeting with Sébastien Gobert, Creative Director at Zenith, who will tell us more. Sébastien, thanks for taking the time to talk to us about the two new models in the Chronomaster Sport collection. But before we dig into that, I would love to talk to you about the Chronomaster and how the Chronomaster Sport is an evolution of the Chronomaster collection that was launched in 1994, if I'm correct. Can you tell us what was changed and what was the inspiration behind the Chronomaster Sport?
Yes, Chronomaster is really a big pillar for Zenith. I like what you say, it's an evolution of many years of Chronomaster. And this year, 2 years ago, we would like to focus the attention on the 8386 from 1969. Also because it's one of the first automatic chronograph in the watch industry. And this watch has a really interesting design. Proportions are really nice, thanks to the El Primero. There is 3 colors counters, help the readability of the watch, of the chronograph. And we kept the 3 counters. We remove a lot of different scale from the dial to the bezel. We remove the tachymeter scale. Now it's not a tachymeter scale, it's 1/10 of a second because of the new movement, the new El Primero.
Well, that's indeed correct. You mentioned the 1/10 of a second scale on the bezel, which can only be achieved with that movement, so that beats at 5 Hz. Can you tell us more about the new El Primero 3600 that was launched in 2019, if I'm correct?
Yeah, this movement is incredible, and engineers make some beautiful work on it. First, to design a movement with a function easy to read, the 1/10 of a second, but on the central second. Like this, it's easier than just on a small subdial in the dial. So you have the 1/10 of a second all around the dial on the bezel. And they upgrade the El Primero with a stop second. They keep the El Primero, of course, high frequency. They redesigned the clutch also. We put a bigger column wheel in blue. Like this, it's also nice for the client to admire the movement. And we also upgrade the power reserve from 50 hours to 60 hours. And it's, again, really comfortable for the client.
It is indeed. So the 60 hours, that really adds something. You can keep it over the weekend and put it on Monday again.
And we know also it's not easy for an El Primero to have a bigger power reserve because of the high frequency and because also of the 1/10 of a second.
Exactly. And there's 2 new models of the Chronomaster Sport with a steel bezel, which feels like a very small difference compared to the original one that was launched in 2021. With the ceramic bezel, there was some gold models, some full gold models, and there was even one with a tricolour ceramic bezel. Now, the steel bezel, why did you choose for this one, and what was the entire thought behind it?
From the beginning, when we designed the Chronomaster Sport, we knew we would like to introduce one day a steel bezel, because it gives the watch a completely new design, more traditional, maybe more classic, with a vintage spirit. It's also a nod to the Zenith Rainbow, born in 1992, and the Chronomaster Sport in pink dial. That's the first time we make a limited edition on the bestseller, Chronomaster Sport.
That's quite a pink dial, but it actually looks very attractive, I have to admit.
Yeah, the idea of the pink dial, first, is to continue the partnership we have with Suzanne G. Komen, helping the research on breast cancer. So 20% of proceeds are given for the charity. That's the idea, to make it also in the bestseller, to participate as better as we can. And the pink dial is not so easy to make. It's tinted varnish paint applied on a sunray finished dial. And of course now we always try to match the date wheel to the dial. So we have to put the same treatment on the dial, on the 3 counters, and on the date wheel. It's
probably the only watch in the market with a pink date wheel. And there's a blue version that also looks very good, by the way. Can you present us that one too?
Yes. So the pink dial is a limited edition. So we also would like to introduce the steel bezel, but in a core collection.
Yeah.
And in more corporate color with the blue. Zenith is famous for the blue, the dark blue, also out to the sky, the night sky, etc. So we put a PVD process on the dial, same process as a sub-dial from 1969 on the 8386. So that's also a vintage spirit and vintage inspiration for that watch. And for us it's important to implement a blue color dial with the white and the black staying in the collection, in the core collection.
I can imagine. Looks very good, and as said, I'm strangely attracted to this non-salmon but very pink dial actually. Thanks for presenting us these watches.
Thank you very much.